Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me? All right, good morning. My name is Sonji Jacobs. I'm the Director of Communications for the City of Atlanta and for Mayor Kasim Reed. I want to thank everybody for taking time out of their busy mornings today to be here to talk about an issue of grave importance to the City of Atlanta and to the public, and that is the future of public access television. I want to introduce some of the folks who are joining me today for this morning's discussion. To my right is Martin Clarke, who's a senior city attorney. To my left is Katrina Taylor-Parks, who's the Deputy Chief of Staff for Mayor Kasim Reed. And sitting next to Katrina is Michael Carswell, who's the station manager for City Channel 26, a station that I know you all are very familiar with. And also to Michael's left is Carol King, who works in the city's finance department. What I'm going to do right now is just take a couple of minutes to give a brief overview about how we're going to proceed this morning. We know that many of you have strong feelings about People TV and definitely want to be heard, and we want to hear what you have to say. That's the reason for this morning's town hall meeting, to give a brief assessment about where we are, but really to hear from you about where we can go as a city in the future. So after I finish speaking, I'm going to have any members of council or their staff, I know that several are in the audience this morning, say a few words. And then we're going to hear from People TV, Charlotte Engel. I think it's important that the folks who have been running People TV and the producers have a chance to talk about where they are, how they see the situation, and where they would like public access television to go in the future. After that, and that shouldn't take more than 15 minutes, I'm going to turn over the floor to our Deputy Chief of Staff, Katrina Parks, who will moderate a discussion among key stakeholders. So producers, Martin Clarke will also talk a little bit about the finances of People TV, because I know that's something of grave interest to everybody in the room. We'll talk a little bit about the history of People Television and People TV and public access television in the city of Atlanta. And there, after that, we'll get to the heart of this morning's discussion. We will open up the floor and take about 45 minutes of questions and back and forth between members of the public and the producers, members of the mayor's staff. I just saw City Councilwoman Felicia Moore walk in, and I'd like to recognize her. Councilwoman. We will do that, and again, really the intent and the tone of this morning is for us to hear from you and to get ideas about what we can do to save public access television in the city of Atlanta. And I'll take a moment of privilege as Mayor Reed's spokesperson to speak on his behalf and on behalf of the administration to just lay out from the beginning. The administration is committed to public access television in the city of Atlanta, and I think that that's been a question that some folks have had. I think what we need to do this morning collaboratively is figure out the path to get there, and I'm hoping that that's what will happen. So without any further ado, I will turn over the floor. Councilwoman Moore, are there any comments that you would like to make from the beginning? Okay. All right, then I will turn over the floor then to Charlotte Engel, who's been the general manager of People TV.
I'd like to say good morning to the mayor's representatives, council members, and supporters of People TV. Today we are here 18 days before the city will be removing the equipment from People TV. This day marks another day that over the past 3.5 years, People TV finds itself asking the city once again to help keep community television alive and continue the services and programs we have provided the city's residents for over 30 years. Since the passage of state video franchising and the planned decimation of PEG by the state legislature, on behalf of Comcast, AT&T, and others, People TV has offered multiple strategic proposals to the mayor's office and city council members that would create corporate sponsorship funding and the sharing of resources between People TV, the Centers of Hope, and the City Channel. Also, the development of a public safety channel in place of the defunct Fire Channel that could have had sponsorships to provide funding, but instead Comcast has taken the channel from the city and runs direct response advertising 100% of the money going to Comcast. Not once after these and other options were presented did anyone from the mayor's office or council contact us. No one has been willing to seriously discuss any of these ideas that would provide funding to benefit People TV and the city. Every time People TV visits the mayor's office, a council member's office, or speaks in front of the utility committee or full council, we have had in hand the the strategic plan, budget, annual report, and audit. Councilman Hall, our district representative for People TV, tells the news media that he was attempting through legislation to figure out a way to help us out, but none of the sponsors contacted us or discussed with us the introduction of legislation or a strategic plan or how People TV could be helped. Additionally, Councilman Hall said People TV had been, quote, lackadaisical in its overall strategy for organizing. Sadly, we are concerned that over the years, the city's mayor and council members have developed preconceived ideas about People TV and have not been willing to seriously discuss its future. We have met with many council members about our strategies and plans. Unfortunately, we've only received words of support. Ironically, the one way the city could have supported People TV without money and become involved in the development of its strategic planning was to appoint the 7 members to People TV's board as required in our agreement with the city. But unfortunately, they've not done this. Without an active board that works to support People TV, we've been irreparably harmed in raising funds and being able to adequately provide services. There remains in front of the mayor's office another proposal to keep the channel from going dark. It provides for a new entity, a new name, and rebranding. I can only hope that it is being seriously considered and that there will remain a platform for Atlanta's residents to have their voices heard. It may be too late for People TV, but it's good the city has organized this session, and we hope everyone keeps in mind that we are being given this opportunity to speak and offer positive and helpful comments in order for the city to make its decision on the future of community television in Atlanta.